Hello, class 7. How are you all? So, whatever we studied last time, we will revise again. So, in chapter 2, we had been studying about nutrition in animal. You already know the meaning of nutrition, the process of taking food and utilized for energy is known as nutrition. Okay. And last time we also studied how does different organism take food in different ways. Yes, different organisms take food in different ways. Different organisms take food in a different ways. For example, hummingbird, we studied about hummingbird suck the nectar for plants, and we know about ourselves. We are human being. Human being use their hand to put the food into the mouth and swallow the food after chewing. Yes, human being use the hand to put the food into the mouth and swallow the food after chewing. Okay, and we had seen about animals which feed on mother milk. Yes, animals which feed on mother milk we studied. And about snake, we know that a snake swallow the animal, the prey upon without chewing them. Yes, a snake swallow the prey. A snake swallow the prey without chewing them. A snake swallow the prey without chewing them. Yes, and frog. A frog capture prey with sticky tongue. A frog captures prey with its sticky tongue. Yes, a frog captures its prey with its sticky tongue. Yes, we know. And we had also studied about amoeba. Yes, do you remember? Amoeba is a unicellular organism. Amoeba is a unicellular organism which engulf tiny particle. Engulf, engulf. Engulf means take in. Engulf tiny particle of food. Yes, because the size of amoeba is so small, it engulfs tiny particles, small particles, using pseudopodia. What is pseudopodia? False feet, pseudopodia. Yes, using pseudopodia, amoeba engulf food. Amoeba surround the food by pseudopodia and then makes a food vacuole to engulf the food. Yes, then makes a food vacuole to engulf the food, and the tiny particles in food vacuole. In food vacuole, the tiny particle is digested by digestive juices. Okay, and we also studied about Hydra, which is a multicellular organism. Hydra uses tentacles to surround its prey and kill them. It uses Hydra uses tentacles. Hydra uses tentacles to surround its prey and kill them with its stinging cell. Then the food is pushed inside the body cavity. And we also had seen an overview about digestive system. Let's begin again. Digestive system. Okay, so as you can see in the picture, the picture of digestive system, as you can see on the screen. So there are different parts of digestive system. Yes, you can see mouth, salivary gland. Yes, can you see the picture of mouth? Can you see the picture of mouth? Yes. So, and salivary gland. Can you see the picture of salivary gland? Salivary, salivary glands. Esophagus. Can you see the picture of esophagus? Yes, a long food pipe. A long food pipe. Esophagus is a long food pipe. Can you see ESOPHAGUS? Esophagus. Can you see liver? Can you see the picture of liver which is in red color? Can you see liver is in red color? Can you see? And gallbladder, GALL, gall, BLADDER, gallbladder. Can you see the picture of gallbladder? Yes. Stomach. Can you see the picture of stomach? Yes. And pancreas, picture of pancreas. Can you see the picture of pancreas? Yes. So our body has different organ. Yes, our body is made up of different organ. Yes, our body is made up of different organ. Can you see the picture of next organ? Large intestine and small intestine, large intestine and small intestine, large intestine and small intestine. So it's clear that our body is made up of different organ. Yes. And last three organ are appendix, rectum and anus. Appendix, rectum and anus. Okay. Now we will begin dividing our human body into two different parts. Okay. Let's move on the next point. So, as you know that kids, human body digests the complex substance. Whatever we eat, all these are complex substances. Yes, the food that you are eating, it is complex. It is not easily digested by all organisms. Yes. So we eat complex substance and our body convert it into simpler substance. Yes, our body break down food into simpler substance, or you can say smaller molecules or nutrients. So these smaller molecules, simple substance, you can say nutrients, absorbed by the body. Yes. And the remaining undigested food is removed as a solid waste, and the remaining undigested food our body removed as solid waste. So what is digestion? The process of breaking down complex substance into simpler one. Yes, the process of breaking down complex substances into simpler substances, or you can say into smaller, simpler molecules, is known as digestion. These simpler molecules, these simpler substances, smaller molecules, means nutrients, absorbed by the body. Yes, and undigested food is removed as solid waste. That is the meaning of digestion. So you know that cells, what are cells? Can you tell me cells? What are cells? Yes, cells are indivisible particles. We cannot divide cells. Our body is made up of cells. Yes, our body is made up of cells. Group of cell is called tissue. Group of cells called tissue. And group of tissue is called, what do we call group of tissue? Group of tissue is known as organ. Yes, group of tissue is known as organ. So group of tissue is called organ. Yes, and group of organ is called system. Yes, group of organ is called system. And in our human body there are many system: digestive system, respiratory system, excretory system, circulatory system, skeletal system. So there are many system in our human body. All these system are made up of different organ. That's why we say group of organ is called system. Yes. Point number 1, group of cell is called tissue. Our human body is made up of small cells. Yes, we can observe cell under microscope. So group of cell is called tissue. Group of cell is called tissue. And amoeba, we studied about amoeba. Do you remember what is amoeba? What is amoeba? Do you remember? Yes, amoeba is a single celled organism, unicellular organism. Yes. So group of cell is called tissue and group of tissue is called organ. Yes, when many tissue combine they form organ. When many tissue combine they form organ. For example, nose is our organ. Ear is our organ. Eyes organ. Mouth is our organ. Skin is also organ. Yes. Our nose is made up of many tissue. Our nose is made up of many tissue. Yes, and tissue is formed by group of cells. Our ear is made up of many tissues and tissues are formed by group of cells. Yes, okay. And group of organ is called system. Yes, group of organ is called system. Group of organ is called system. Group of organ is called system. And as I said, there are many systems in our human body. For example, digestive system, respiratory system, circulatory system, skeletal system. Yes, and I think you might have studied about skeletal system, respiratory system in lower classes. In 6th class you might have studied about it. In this chapter we will study about only one system, that is nothing but digestive system. Yes, so in this class, in this chapter we will study about digestive system. Okay, so as I said, that group of organ is called system. It means, what is digestive system? Digestive system is a system which is a group of different organs. Yes, digestive system is a system which is a group of different organs. Yes, there are many organs in digestive system. I showed you few seconds ago in picture of digestive system, like mouth, salivary gland, esophagus, liver, gallbladder, stomach, pancreas, large intestine, small intestine, appendix, rectum and anus. Okay, I hope you understood. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, digestive system. As you can see on the screen, digestive system can be divided into two parts. Yes, we can divide our digestive system into two parts. First part is called digestive tract, which is also known as alimentary canal, and second part is called associated gland, which is also known as digestive gland. So there are two parts. First is digestive tract. digestive tract. Second, and digestive tract is also known as alimentary canal. Second part is associated glands. Associated glands are also called digestive glands. Okay, please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. Okay, so what is digestive tract means alimentary canal, and what is associated gland means digestive gland. Let's study both of them one by one. Let's move on the next point. Okay, kids. First part is digestive tract means alimentary canal. Yes, digestive tract means alimentary canal. So it includes different parts, as you can see on the screen. Yes, can you see on the screen different parts? First part is mouth. Yes, first part of digestive tract is mouth. Second is esophagus, means food pipe. Third is stomach, or you can say abdomen. Okay. Next is small intestine, large intestine, then rectum and anus. Yes, rectum and anus. So all these are the part of digestive tract. Okay, all these are the part of digestive system. First part of digestive tract. Digestive tract means alimentary canal. Alimentary canal begins from mouth to anus. Yes, alimentary canal begins from mouth to anus, or you can say digestive tract begins from mouth to anus. First part of digestive tract is mouth. Second part is esophagus. Can you see the picture of esophagus? Esophagus is a food pipe. Yes, you can also say esophagus is also known as food pipe. Stomach. 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 Yes. And as you can see, intestine, I have shown small intestine, large intestine. Yes, small intestine, large intestine. Yes. And last two part are rectum and anus. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, kids. Digestive glands. Yes, digestive glands. So digestive glands, they are also known as associated glands. Only there are three glands means three organ include in digestive glands. Yes, actually they release digestive juices. Yes, glands release digestive juices, means they release chemicals which helps in digestion. So first gland name is salivary gland, second gland name is liver, and third gland name is pancreas. Okay, there are three digestive glands: salivary gland, liver, pancreas. Salivary gland, liver, pancreas, and I had already shown you all three glands: salivary gland, liver, and pancreas. We will study about all these three digestive glands and all the parts of digestive tract, means alimentary canal. Yes, we will study digestive tract means alimentary canal and associated glands. Okay. So I hope you understood. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. Okay. So you know kids, digestive glands associated with alimentary canal. Yes, digestive glands are actually associated with alimentary canal. Yes, they work along with alimentary canal. They work along with alimentary canal. Alimentary canal means digestive tract. So there are three digestive glands: salivary glands, liver, and pancreas. Now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, next topic is process of nutrition, steps of nutrition. You already know the meaning of nutrition. Nutrition is the process of taking food and absorb for energy. Yes, the process of taking food and absorb by the body. The process of taking food in and using it for energy is called nutrition. Yes. So when we take food in our body, then with the help of digestive tract means mouth, food pipe, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and with the help of digestive gland means salivary gland, liver, pancreas, they help to digest the food. So there are few steps of digesting the food, so that this whatever nutrients you are eating, they process in a sequence. These steps of processing of nutrition, as you can see on the screen, first step is ingestion. Second is digestion. Third is absorption. Fourth is assimilation. And last is egestion. Yes. So these are 5 steps. First is ingestion, ingestion, ingestion. Second is digestion, digestion, digestion. Third is absorption, absorption, absorption. Fourth is assimilation, assimilation, assimilation. And last step is egestion, egestion. Okay. So our food processed through these steps. First ingestion happen, then digestion happen, then absorption happen, then assimilation happen, then at last egestion. Okay. So these are the steps of taking food in and absorbed by the body for energy. Okay. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. Okay kids, so you will remember these steps in a sequence. You cannot change this sequence. It's not possible. Ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, egestion. Okay. I will show you the definition of all these 5 steps. First of all, I will show you the definition. Okay. Then we will move on the next. Okay. So first of all, I will show you definition of ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. Okay. Now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, so question number 1 is, What is ingestion? Yes. What is ingestion? What is ingestion? The intake of food is called ingestion. Yes. The intake of food is called ingestion. The intake of food is called ingestion. The intake of food is called ingestion. Means when you put something in your mouth, you are intaking. When you are putting something in your mouth, it means you are intaking. So this process, the process of taking food into mouth, the process of taking food into mouth is called ingestion. Yes, the process of taking food into mouth. The process of taking food into mouth is called ingestion. Yes, the process of taking food into mouth is called ingestion. Yes. So next question, what is digestion? What is digestion? What is digestion? Yes, what is digestion? The breaking down of solid and complex food into simple and soluble form is called digestion. I had already shown you many definition of digestion. Definition of digestion. Whatever definition you fit for remembering, if you feel that this definition is easy, then learn this definition. If you feel that definition which I had shown you in previous classes, if you think those definitions are easy, then learn those. Okay. So as you can see on the screen, the breaking down of solid and complex food into simple substances, simple and soluble substances. Yes. The breaking down of solid and complex food into simple and soluble form is called digestion. The breaking down of solid and complex food into simple and soluble form is called digestion. Yes. And another definition, the process of breaking down complex substances, the process of breaking down complex substances into simpler substances, or you can say into simpler molecules. Yes, it means whatever is going into your body, whatever you are eating, all these solid and complex food, when goes through digestive tract and associated glands, then all these solid and complex food changes into soluble forms. This process is known as digestion. I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, next question is, what is absorption? What is absorption? ABSORPTION. Yes, what is absorption? So as you can see on the screen, the process of passing of digested food. The process of passing digested food into blood vessel in the intestine is called absorption. Yes. When the food you take in, the food digested, yes, and the digested food means in soluble form, or you can say simple molecules, goes into blood vessels of intestine. This process is called absorption. Yes. And absorbed by our body, goes through blood vessel into different parts and absorbed by body. So the process of passing of digested food into blood vessel, the process of passing, when food is passing into blood vessel, this is called absorption. Next question. Question number 4. What do you understand by assimilation? Yes. What do you understand by assimilation? The conversion of absorbed food. The conversion of absorbed food. Because digestive food is absorbed, yes. Then what happens after absorbing? Because it is going through blood vessel. So then what happens? The conversion of absorbed food in complex substance such as protein, vitamins required by the body is called assimilation. Yes. Then what happens? The absorbed food is converted into protein, vitamins and all such kind of substances. It's called assimilation. Yes. So into complex substances it again converts. Yes. So whatever is absorbed, first digested by your body, then absorbed by your body. How does the digested food is absorbed? The absorbed digestive food is absorbed, it passes through blood vessel, then it goes to different cells where it is absorbed. When absorbed, that time what happens? During the absorption, what happens? During the absorption, the conversion of absorbed food happen. The conversion of absorbed food occur. So, the conversion of absorbed food in complex substances. The conversion of absorbed food in complex substances such as proteins and vitamins required by the body is called assimilation. The conversion of absorbed food. The conversion of absorbed food in complex substances such as proteins and vitamins required by the body is called assimilation. Okay, is called assimilation. I hope you understood. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So, kids, now you know what is absorption. The process of passing digested food into blood vessels is called absorption, and the conversion of absorbed food into complex substances such as protein and vitamin required by body is called assimilation. I hope you understood. Now let's see few more questions. Okay kids, question number 5. What do you understand by egestion? What do you understand by egestion? E-G-E-S-T-I-O-N. Yes. But before it, I want to ask you, what do you understand by ingestion? Ingestion. I-N-G-E-S-T-I-O-N. What do you understand by ingestion? I-N-G-E-S-T-I-O-N. Can you tell me what is the difference between ingestion and egestion? I showed you first question. Question number 1 was, what is ingestion? Question number 1 was, what is ingestion? The intake of food. The intake of food is called ingestion. The intake of food is called ingestion. Yes. The process of putting food into your mouth is called ingestion. The process of putting food into your mouth is called ingestion. So, when you put the food into your mouth, the food started digesting. The food started digesting. When you put the food into your mouth, the food started digesting. Then what happens? Our different organs digested. Our different organs digested. And at last, solid waste. At last what happens? Solid waste means undigested food is formed, which is removed as solid waste. And at last undigested food is formed, which is removed as a solid waste. Yes. So what is egestion? What is egestion? What is egestion? Removal of waste material from the body time to time from anus is called ingestion. Yes. The process of removing waste material, the process of removing undigested food, the process of removing undigested food as solid waste, the process of removing undigested food as solid waste, the process of removing undigested food as solid waste is called digestion, or you can say removal of waste material from the body. Removal of waste materials from the body time to time from anus is called digestion. Removal of waste material, when you remove all the waste material from your body like feces, sweat, time to time, it is known as digestion. Yes. Now question number 6. Question number 6 is, what are the steps of nutrition involved in animals? Yes. What are the steps of nutrition involved in animals? What are the steps of nutrition involved in animals? Yes. What are the steps of nutrition involved in animals? So there are 5 steps of nutrition involved in animals. First is ingestion, second is digestion, third is absorption, next is assimilation, and last is digestion. Ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and digestion. Okay. So what is ingestion? What is ingestion? The intake of food, the process of taking food into mouth for digesting is called ingestion. What is digestion? What is digestion? What is digestion? The breaking down of solid and complex food, the breaking down of solid and complex food into simple and soluble form is called digestion. It's called digestion. What is absorption? What is absorption? The process of passing digested food into blood vessel. The process of passing digested food into blood vessel is called absorption, for absorbing by tissue, for absorbing by cells. And what do you understand by assimilation? The conversion of absorbed food into complex substance. Yes, the conversion of complex absorbed food, the conversion of absorbed food into complex substances such as protein and vitamins required by body is called assimilation. Okay. And what is digestion? What is digestion? Removal of waste material from the body. Removal of waste material from the body time to time from anus is called digestion. So these are the 5 steps. Step number 1, ingestion. Step number 2, digestion. Step number 3, absorption. Step number 4, assimilation, and last step is digestion. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, it's time to ask you question whatever we studied in the beginning. Whatever is studied of this class. Question number 1, define tissue. Yes, what is tissue? Group of cells. Group of cells is known as tissue. Yes, group of cells is known as tissue. Define organ. Yes, group of tissue is called organ. Yes, group of different tissues is called organ. Question number 3, write the parts of digestive system. Yes, write the parts of digestive system. Digestive system we can divide into 2 parts. Yes, we can divide digestive system into 2 parts. First is digestive tract, which is also known as alimentary canal, and second is associated gland, which is also known as digestive gland. Yes. So digestive tract, we can divide digestive system. We can divide digestive system into 2 parts. We can divide digestive system into 2 parts. We can divide digestive system into 2 parts. First part is digestive tract. First part is digestive tract, which is also known as alimentary canal, which is also known as alimentary canal. Second part is associated gland. Second part is associated gland, which is also known as digestive gland. Which is also known as digestive gland. Okay. So digestive tract. Digestive tract means alimentary canal. Which are the parts of digestive tract means which are the part of alimentary canal? Mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, anus. Yes. Mouth, esophagus means food pipe. Mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus. And which are the parts of associated glands? Means digestive glands. Which are the parts of associated glands means digestive glands? There are 3 glands: salivary glands, liver and pancreas. Salivary glands, liver and pancreas. I hope you understood. Now we will meet in next class. In next class we will study all the process of nutrition with the help of digestive system. With the help of digestive system, we will study all the parts like mouth. We will study about mouth. We will study about esophagus in detail. Now we will meet in next class. Till then, goodbye.